sit down, shut up, and listen. Don't be accepting apologies from people. I'm dead serious. It's weird when you think about apologies because, I mean, obviously, you know how this goes. One person gives it, one person receives it, but both sides are kind of voluntary. And you got to think about the gesture you're giving when you apologize to somebody versus the gesture you're giving when you accept somebody's apology. People need to be held to their conduct primarily. You need to hold people to their conduct first. You gotta have an understanding of real apologies and false ones. Now, what's a real apology? Look, if you ask me, the real apologies are apologies that are given over someone's honest mistake. But then you have like this different brand of apology where somebody basically has terrible conduct and then they come to you afterwards and apologize to you for it. I was at work one time and this dude got real mad at me because I wouldn't speak to him. I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking like, this nigga is really like mad because like, we all grown ass men, bro. How is you mad because a nigga won't speak to you? Like, what difference do it make to you whether another grown ass man is speaking or not? You know what I mean? Like, what difference do it make to you as a grown-ass man? The homie copped a whole little attitude. Then at the end of the night, he comes up to me. He's like, my bad, bro. You know, I was just mad about something else. And in my head, I was thinking, you know what? Fuck this dude, bro. Like, and this is exactly what I mean by don't ever accept people's apologies, because people will have terrible conduct like this. And you gotta think about being a person to where you walk around, and your behavior, your conduct is so bad that you have to walk around apologizing for it. I'm sorry for doing this. I'm sorry I did this. Like, what kind of goofy ass shit is that, bro? Just run around, just fucking up, issuing apologies. Now we move on to the burden of the person accepting the apology. So, like I said at first, you got these two different brands of apologies: apologizing for mistakes and then apologizing for conduct. If you say sorry for bumping into somebody and you ain't see them there, that's an apology that you can accept. It was a mistake. They didn't see you. They bumped into you. But when somebody cops an attitude with you or swerves you, where the ethical violation on their end is in their conduct, those are apologies that you shouldn't really be accepting. So think about the gesture that you're giving by accepting an apology that someone gives you because of their bad conduct. The gesture you're giving them is, I know you just fucked me over, but because you're coming here to use these words, because you said the words, I apologize, because you said the words, I'm sorry, I'm gonna now make myself vulnerable to this happening again. I'm going to accept your apology, which basically negates the wrong that you've done. And in your head, you could say, this whole, well, forgive but never forget thing, but let's be practical. You're talking to a coworker, you're talking to a friend of yours, you're talking to your brother-in-law, your sister-in-law. You might be talking to someone who just has terrible conduct, bro. So like I was saying, that's what you're doing. You're basically telling them it's okay. You got to think, people even say that when people apologize to them. It's like, look, I'm sorry for that. People will literally say it's okay. That's the gesture that you're giving is, look, I know you're apologizing to me for what you did, but it's okay. And it's not okay, bro. And they understand it's not okay. And that's why they're apologizing to you. One of the things I hate about apologies the most is that they're so cheap, And it's weird when you think about something being cheap, right? Because I can hear you idiots already playing devil's advocate, thinking an apology is not cheap, okay? It's priceless. And that is total bullshit, bro. A fucking apology is not priceless. It's cheap as fuck, bro. Literally, the cost is zero, bro. Think about this, bro. I've actually thought about this before. Like, my dad left when I was younger. And I thought, what if this fool tried to come back in my life, What if he came back and he was like, you know what? I'm sorry. I wasn't there for you, but I just want to be part of your life. Like, now I understand. Bro, go fuck yourself, bro. Fuck yourself. Like, what the fuck kind of shit is that, bro? Think about how crazy that is, bro, to where people think that they can get these kind of, they can have these kind of advantages by being in your life just by coming in and saying something like that. Like, you want Yale to be in your life, you want Princeton to be in your life, you gotta fucking cash out 80 bands, 100 bands, bro. People are so crazy, bro. People are willing to pay $20,000 at a car dealership for a car that they don't even really like, you know? But then they're willing to let a relative, a parent, come back into their life for free. Like, bro, the values just don't add up to me, bro. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm fucking crazy. Maybe I've gone berserk and I don't fucking get it, but I don't fucking get it, bro. If my daddy showed up and said all that, first thing I would say is, nigga, what? Nigga, where's my bread at, bro? Where my bread, nigga? You know what I mean? I need some fetty, bro. And this is why, in the first place, you need to have good conduct so you don't have to walk around apologizing to people all the time. This is the reason why I'm the one who's able to say all this, because I conduct myself in a way to where I don't have to apologize for the things I do. I know how to treat people. I know how to speak to people. If somebody's puny, if someone's a wimp, if a nigga's a goofy, I leave him alone. I don't fuck with him. You know what I mean? So it may be easier for me to be the one to say all this, but at the same time, if your daddy or your mama or your older brother, uncle, really don't matter. But just think, for me, it's dad, you know? So for a lot of y'all have had parents walk out your life and come back in later in life, all because you just accepted their apology. But you gotta ask yourself, what if it actually cost them something, you know? Because at the end of the day, you got to put your money where your mouth is. Look, bro, we all understand that there's this emotional aspect to life, but at the same time, we got to drive it home with something real, bro. And you just can't let people screw you over and apologize for it and give them the idea that what they did is okay. They have to understand that if they're going to have foul conduct with you, there's a permanence to that. When someone's foul towards you, you have to look at them permanently as if they're that kind of person, because they've shown you that they're that kind of person. But for a lot of you who've had parents leave your life and come back in later on in life, you got to think, would this person have come back into my life if it actually cost them something? How many relationships would you have with people if those relationships actually cost them something? Now, we understand, it's like, yeah, most of your acquaintances, most of your associates, most of your close friends, you'd probably lose a lot of them. But how about your parents? You have a dad walk out on you and come back in. Would he have come back if he had to pay $10,000, $15,000? Which ain't much considering a nigga 30 years old now and you ain't done shit for him his whole motherfucking life. You know what I mean? So that's just why at the end of the day, you should never accept people's apologies. If you really want to be a gentleman about it, you know, you want to show people that you actually regret what you did and you actually want to make it right, don't give an apology, give a payback. That's all you need. Give a payback. Like, bro, you missed out on my whole life, bro. And look, this is kind of goofy, bro, because I'm not even like actually talking to my dad. I'm just like trying to make this point, bro. Like, you missed out on a nigga's whole life, bro. You can't just come back in for free, bro. Yeah, you know, I know I had logistical obligations for your life, you know, your whole childhood, and I fulfilled none of them, but can we be cool again? Like, bro, you understand how far behind you are when it comes to these logistical responsibilities, bruh? Like, bruh, you need at least 10, 15,000 to come back in my life, bruh. Like, you need a payback. I do not want an apology. This is why you should never accept apologies. Rewind this video, watch it again. This is Don Twam TV. Don't accept apologies. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bar so you're notified when I drop new videos. I got more coming on the way. Stay tuned. I'm out, y'all.